So you're crouching on the floor in front of a cooker in your brassiere. What's going on?
Well, this is the less glamorous side of living on a boat, where I'm having to clean the entire boat from top to bottom, giving it a real proper scrub. Yeah, to prepare to leave for 3 months. But whenever I do this, I always think that I wish that I did it kind of more regularly throughout the year, because we don't actually get to enjoy the benefits of having a sparkling clean boat 95% of the time.
You make it sound like we live in a kind of grease-filled shit pit, which
well,
we
don't,
obviously
but
don't.
There's obviously jobs that only get done once a year.
So have you been cocktail stick girl this morning?
Yeah, I've been the... what do they call it?
Cocktail stick girl.
Ah, okay. Yeah. No, toothpick girl.
Toothpick girl, yeah, toothpick girl.
So with a toothpick or a cocktail stick, you go in all the corners, you literally scrape all the crap from the corners out. Not very nice.
So yeah, so it's one of those mad days which, well, I'm glad they don't come around that often. The things like using degreaser on everything, cleaning the fans out with an old toothbrush.
That's the other job I need to do. I need to
clean the fans. If you see the galley fan is the worst one because it gets grease. So you clean the cab fans, clean the woodwork, cleaning the upholstery, cleaning everything. And I've spent the morning giving the cockpit one final clean, although it's a little bit pointless because...
Focus on your words.
A little bit pointless because when we come back it needs to be done again. And now I've got to turn this into something that looks a little bit less like one of those cluttering programs. The thing that obviously I can't point out to you on YouTube is that despite the fact that it's 9:30 in the morning, it is probably in the 90s now.
It's actually not as hot as it has been over the last couple of days.
But we're in the 90s temperature wise, and the humidity is going up and up and up. So within the hour it will be that will literally we kind of have to stop by 11, or it just becomes, you just make yourself ill with the heat. What I've done today is the final clean of the cockpit, which involves, well, we take everything off the rails that would be perishable or that could go flying in a hurricane. Things like the emergency sling. We'll take the life buoy off once we get to the boatyard, and wash everything down. And then I clean the wood with a two-part non-aggressive teak cleaner. You can brush it on with a soft brush. I actually put it on with a sponge, and what it does, it just lifts the dirt out and then it kind of restores it to its natural colour. Again, because we're in a hurricane zone, and if the worst case scenario were to occur, we would have things potentially flying around. We have taken the spinnaker poles. We have two, but both of them are tied to the deck now rather than up on the vertical mast storage. The rib has been partially deflated and tied down, and we have a tarpaulin. The outboard was keeping on, but the outboard has been locked on. So she's locked. You'd have to cut the rails off to get that off. So anyway, it's off to clean the fore cabin now. Yay! 6 bottles of beer. I kind of want to try and make this look, again, and it's for my own benefit more than anything else, that we haven't just thrown stuff in here willy-nilly, that it's kind of like some sort of organisation.
Alright, let's go for it.
This is last year's list, with all the things that we had to do, crossed off. So obviously they were all done, but let's have a look at the top ones. Service the engine, flush the engine, change the anodes, lots of repairs, grease the steering, blah blah blah, empty the jerry cans. There's a lot of cosmetic little things, nicks in the woodwork. There's some varnish here that's kind of flaked off, so that's all got to be stripped back. And then there's a lot of jobs that we have to do at the end of season because we're in such a high humidity area. And we did really well last year because when we came back to the boat was dry. If you look to our episode 1, we came back on board and found it almost as we left it. So these are the things we're going to do. We have this stuff. It's a big moisture absorbing bucket. And we'll leave that open in the sink so it can drain if it overflows, because what comes out of it is quite acidic. We also have to make sure that we remove all the cardboard from the boat, all the food from the boat that's not in sealed plastic packets or tins to stop vermin. We have to grease the seacocks, close the seacocks, empty the holding tank, just make sure this boat is absolutely free of anything that could go off, be considered food for vermin. And then we have to clean, and it's a different type of clean. We have to clean everything. So it is going to be cleaning under floor panels, it's going to be cleaning the bilges, it's going to be washing things down with bleach where appropriate. And the other thing is we did this last year and it worked really, really well. You sponge everything down with a mild solution of white vinegar. And what it does, it stops mold growing. So you get a lot of mold, so we need to do that. And then service the engine. Service the engine involves changing the engine oil more than anything else in the filters, because we've done 6 months of sailing, and I think we've probably done I'd say a couple of hundred engine hours. Leaving dirty oil in the engine is not good for the engine. There's a lot of apparently corrosive elements that need to be taken out. As always, I've got some separation anxiety about leaving the boat. I don't like leaving her. It's not, this is our home. I said to one of the lads in the office today, you know, this is everything we own. Everything we own is here. And it's sad to leave her. I don't consider it to be a holiday leaving. I consider it to be just almost a wrench. But we'll be back and we'll continue sailing. So Therese, what are we doing?
Oh, yeah. It's departure day.
It is. We've been here a month.
I know. I feel very strange and sad.
We've been here a month, and tomorrow's our haul out, so we're just going to head up the river this morning, tie up, and then, yeah, it's really strange. We've just come to the end of our season, and I suppose you can always work out and try and reflect on. So you can always work out and try and reflect on the quality of your season or your sailing by how you feel about it after the fact. And I don't know, I'm strangely numb by it all. I kind of like don't think it's going to hit me how sad I am until I see the boat hauled out again and compare it to when we put it back in all those months ago back in January. So
ready, February?
Alright, I'm being ordered. Alright, bye!
Oh, put all the creepy coolies on our deck.
We'll just put it on the deck, babe. I'll wash it off. Alright, well, goodbye St John's Yacht Haven.
Tried to find some peace of mind, lost in time, and I was torn from you. Somebody new, lost in your heart. Stay too long. Now you're gone.
Now what?
what I need. What I need.
This morning we came into the Charleston City Boatyard. We left St John's Yacht Harbour and we motored down the ICW. How many miles was it, Nick? Like 4? 3? 5?
4 hours.
It took us 4 hours.
A never-ending bloody journey.
Yeah. We're on the pontoon for tonight. We actually kind of didn't do a particularly good job of mooring. What are you doing, Nick? You look confused. There's not many things we do a particularly good job of. So there's not much we do a good job of, now that I think about it. Yeah, so the mooring was not the best mooring we've ever done in our lives. The current, to be fair, was pretty strong, and we kind of misjudged the direction of the current. We thought it was directly behind us, but it was actually at an angle, so the boat was being pushed across faster than what we realised, and we didn't really allow for that, so we ended up coming kind of onto the pontoon, well, onto the corner of the pontoon sideways, which is not the way you want it done. And tomorrow we are being lifted out and putting Ruby Rose on the hard for 3 whole months. So it's time to move the boat and get it lifted out. It is horrible weather outside. It's probably the worst weather we've had in weeks. It is raining, quite cool, grey. We're going to get absolutely soaked, and we're a little bit nervous about the manoeuvre itself as well. It's mid-tide, there's going to be quite a bit of current, and even at completely slack tide with not a breath of wind, this is a bit of an odd manoeuvre that we probably wouldn't choose to do anyway. So I'm going to do my best to film what follows. It is raining, so I'm not going to take this camera out. I'll be using the GoPro. How are you feeling, babe?
A bit nervous, but let's get this out of the way. There's a deck, they're going to put a deck hand on for us.
Okay, so we're going to get some help.
Yeah.
Okay, see you on the other side.
Heart filled with worries, no more. In a world full of sorrow, what for? You watch the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow. So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow. Out of the darkness, a sound. It all seems.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. We really hope you like it. As you can see, we've now hauled the boat for hurricane season and are returning home. Please leave your comments down below, give us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs down, tell us what you think. Subscribe there. Facebook is there, and we will see you next week. Take care.